What's up guys, Joe from the AZ Westside Wheelers here. Today we're going to show you how to put on a Bestop and test your patience. Stick around.
Brisk Sunday morning, and we're going to try and get a soft top on in the cold because we're smart and we like pain. What is it, Trektop?
The same as what we had before. So we got a new version of the Trektop NX we had. We had probably the first generation. I'm guessing that old soft top of ours was older than old Monstro over there, which is a 2010. It was like first gen. Okay, I'm going to show you a few things that you're going to need to start this job out. 8mm, you're going to need a 3mm Allen. You're going to need a T40 and a T50 Torx bits, along with a Phillips screwdriver, drill, whatever you want to do. We like to do it easy. Everything's going on a drill here. These are going to be your extra foam pieces and your Velcro that come with the kit, along with this other piece of foam to be installed. We're going to show you how to do all that right now.
First step is to trim the pieces.
So these two pieces come together. You just trim them apart. First step going to be to unpackage all of this stuff that comes in plastic. So you want to pull it all apart. This comes folded like this. You'll unfold it. Make sure you got the right side. Don't sit in right. See how that sits weird? See how that sits just right? That's what you want. Just right.
I finally got it apart, so now I'm going to insert this guy.
We are changing installers because I'm not good at the delicate.
All right. Look at that.
See, we want to see Erica get more hands-on with the installs, don't we? Good job.
Thanks.
So we've moved on to the other side. It's identical. You make sure your foam fits first, peel your backing off, and install. We're going to show you right here's where they say that pin inserts. This pin right here. Oop. Okay. Erica is going to show you how. Slip it the pin in. Insert up there. Yeah, there's no way I can do it without your face. Okay, next step, take your Sunrider bracket. Now, the way it shows in the instructions, your looped end is going to go on this side. So you just put that down in there and start your screws. Now remember, plastic. This stuff's going into metal, but you're being separated by plastics. So nice and snug, don't go crazy. Just work back and forth. And there we go. And let's go install it. Okay, so up here in the front by your windshield, you're going to want to get your long T40 started, just like you did in the back through the roll bar. And then at the overlapping joints, this big T50, I say big-headed, little tiny short bolt. That's going to go right here where it overlaps. Now you tighten those down. So as you're putting this rail into place, you want to make sure your seals, your rubber seals, are out. These don't want to be squished in, and you want a nice channel to come across so you don't get rain in. You're going to slip this rail into place, getting your roll bar padding out of the way. Again, make sure your rubber and all that is good. I'll help her. See right there? This rubber wants to fold in, so make sure it's out of the way. Slip your bolts in. Long one up front here in this roll bar. This little short one is going to go at the overlapping point. You got to kind of fight them because you're working 2 points, so it's going to want to pivot. She's actually way better at this than I am, which is why she's in there doing this. For some reason, I'm getting my butt kicked on this Bestop. So I'm going to suggest your wife installs the Bestop. Just saying, guys. Oh, if you guys could see the look I just got. Woo! Yeah, my wife loves me.
So it's not aligning. So you have to push this over a little bit so you can get the hole to have room to put the bolt in.
There you go. Definitely need helpers. So you're going to need a 13mm. You're going to remove these two. These two were existing, kind of like this one is. And then you're going to put your bracket in place. Now, you're going to want to make sure your loop is on the inside of the vehicle. And this edge is going to be over here by your plastic rail. And you'll sink these down and tighten them up zip this into place and put a tiny little slit where that can come through. So let's go ahead and tighten this up. Okay. There you go. Do the same thing on the other side. So you want to make sure this is open all the way to this cross member right here. Remove this bolt. Right here you'll put a nice little slit. Your bracket slides through. Tighten this down, then you can zip it back up. Then you'll have this poking through. This little bracket slips right through there, and then the bolt. So you pick the windiest day to do this, and then you come out and finish this up. Or no, wait, that's what we did. Just kidding. Get back to this. You take this rear top arch. Now you put it in one end, and then over here at this end, you're gonna have to flex it. Erica had to work it like a bow and arrow. See, watch the middle. See how it flexes? So you'll force that thing into its little slot. Don't bend it too hard, but it's aluminum. It's meant to bend. And then you're gonna move on to your next step.
Gotta put it in that little slot.
Okay, so you're gonna take your soft top and you're gonna flip it upside down on your hood, just like you would just grab it and flop it. Okay, you're gonna take these arms and it's gonna attach to your existing arms that are on your soft top. You've pulled these little knobs and set it in on its tab. Now you'll take your little tiny screw and a flat washer. Okay, little screw in your flat washer. Now these are inserts. These inserts, one on each side of this rod. You're gonna make a sandwich. Insert sandwich, that way it'll pivot. Washer, bolt goes through there, through both of them. Now you're gonna go through your existing rod. This is gonna be a little tougher, easier said than done most of the time. It's gonna help to lift. Extra hands would definitely be useful at this moment. Now that you've got your arm attached, you're gonna flop the top, and then you'll flip the Sunrider, and you'll move on to inserting your foam strips right up in here. So you're gonna take your little foam inserts, your notch is gonna fit right here, and you match up your little tube cutout. So peel this backing off, start down here, right around your little tube, come up, match up your notch, on to the next step. All right, next is your last little foam strip.
Thank God.
Right? These things are not fun to peel off. I'm gonna start all the way up here, it looks like. It's the way it showed it, kind of showed it going all the way up to this other little foam piece. And if not, we'll always say it should have. Right along here, you fold it under and there's 8 snaps across. Now you're gonna move to right in here and add your Velcro to match up with this Velcro. Velcro corresponding on the top itself, they've already attached this. So what it looks like you do is you just attach this right along this bracket here. And then you'll want to stick it down real good, especially if it's not real hot out. Right now it's not super hot outside. It's just freaking windy. The minute we try and do any project that requires anything outside of the garage. Okay, and on to the next step. Now you're going to locate your left and right. Should say left hand. Left hand's going to be sitting in the driver's seat. Now it says to go from inside. So at this point, you'll want to attach this. You just pinch it on there. Just give it a little tap, tap, and tap-a-roo. See right here, this little spear? So that's different. So it's a channel. You feed that spear, and then it helps you line everything up. So you can't mess it up. Before, it was just a slide channel where it would slip in and out. That's really helpful, really nice. Stepping it up, Bestop. Sure be easier if this thing was stock height, I'm just saying. Okay, you're gonna take your edge right here and it's gonna go around and in this gap right here. So you're gonna have to stretch it pretty well, tuck it, start it down there, and just work your way up. You're gonna wanna make sure it's down far enough. Eventually you'll get that worked around where it should be. If you've ever done a soft top before, this is pretty natural and normal. Bestop's kind of had this design for a while. You just work that under the railing there. See, goes under. It just slowly works its way in and around. On to the next step. So you're going to locate these straps that are sewn in with a button and snap it right into place right there. So make sure you do your snap first and then cinch the rest of this down in, leaving this piece open so far. Then you'll move up here. You'll want to zip these all the way down. Okay, go to the other side, zip it down. And on to the next step. So, with your railing inserted into this tube and slid all the way across, I would leave this up just a little. I fought it pretty hard. So now we'll get this centered up about right. Go on to the next step. It was at this moment you hear all the sirens. Yeah, I've been cussing and yelling. First time install, not so great. But I can tell you right now, this thing's sick. Bestop, come on, dude, this thing is sick. So you take this corner, put the corner on. Leave that go like that. That way the rain will come away. So at this point in the video, you're staring into the sun, kind of like you guys are. It's been a long process, but it's on. So next time you need to do this, you don't have to build all the apparatus on the inside. It might have been a little bit tough on the first time, 4 hours, they say. I'm saying that's generous for people that have installed it multiple times. For me, this was my first soft top. The last one I got was ancient, and it did not install anyway like this. So I had to like build this fun Sunrider that my wife just had to have, and I really kind of like now. But you know, it's those things you don't let the wife know. You're like, oh, you've got to have the Sunrider, and then you install it and you're like, that Sunrider is actually kind of cool. It gives me that nice flat top. I hate that poofy covered wagon look. That's not the style I'm looking for. Also, got to have this fastback look. You lose a little room, but it's really nice. Turned out great. Seals up nice and tight on your door. Shouldn't have any leaks anywhere. Everything went together smoothly. It says 72 degrees. I don't think we ever hit 72 today, and if we did, the wind killed it. So I would recommend not doing it on like 60 or below though. You definitely want to have this thing sitting in the sun. It really helped with the Arizona sun beating on it and getting it in place. We appreciate you guys watching the video, sticking around. Not a full hardcore install, maybe not 100%, but this is pretty close to what you need to get this thing installed on your Jeep. We appreciate you. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, stay wheeling.